And welcome to another episode of Stock Talk. I am your host, Mike, and with me I have the dynamic duo, Hog and Kage.
Hi there.
Yo.
We got a decent show planned for you guys. Before we talk about one of the first stocks tonight, guys, did you see the poor credit card numbers that came out? It looks like Americans are having this. I guess it came from one of the consumer agencies there that you had 19% credit cards with 19% being issued to people, and they're falling behind and paying their bills with that currently, with a repayment of they're all paying minimum payments on it, and you're seeing them going to with it, you're about 15 years out by the time they pay these minimum payments. Question is to you guys before we go to the stocks, because this does affect your money. Are they actually going to pay those credit cards in this down economy?
No,
Most likely
No.
not. With how things are going, most likely not. It looks like they'll be chained to them, I guess.
Is it just me, or is it,
Yeah.
are we seeing a lot of eviction notices and foreclosure notices popping up on doors these days?
Yeah, I've seen a bunch.
A few, not where I've seen them. No.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
okay.
definitely seeing more.
I'm seeing a lot of
More-
eviction
lot more
notices and
recently.
foreclosure notices. So, yeah. Frankly, I just saw a couple today when I was out. Wasn't the greatest part of town where I was at, but things are not going well and people are not doing well. So regardless of what the Mockingbird media says, and you say, why would you talk about this on a stock show? Because it does affect your wallet and your power to invest in things like that. So anytime we find a number like that, we're going to talk about it. Our reference point on that was Steve Cortez, and you can go check out his Chalk Talk, or you can check out our Twitter feed at Stock Talk on Twitter. So going to one of the first stocks we're going to talk about, guys, is APGN, Apexigen Incorporated. Excuse me. Last tick was $1.67. We're not going to pay attention to 2022 because bye-bye, bad year, bad market. Trillions lost, as what Noodles Rudy would say. Resistance is starting to go up right here. Going into what would you say they do here? What would you say they do here? It's another one of the favorite Noodles stocks, which he doesn't like to talk about, but we're going to talk about. And it's been one of the trending things that's been discussed the last 3 weeks is cancer therapy, things like that, those type of stocks. They're a clinical stage biopharmaceutical company discovering and developing new generations of antibody therapeutics for treatments of cancer, an emphasis on new immuno-oncology products designed to harness the patient's immune system to combat and eradicate cancer. Recent advances in cancer immunology have increased the understanding of mechanisms that cancer cells either avoid detection to deactivate immune system. Novel immune technology drugs are designed to specifically block the immune suppression-induced tumors or actively initiate the augment of immune response against tumors. Harnessing the body's immune system has the potential to eliminate tumors to prevent the reoccurrence. Guys, do you guys take anything off of any of this with... This has been popping for the past 3 weeks, all these types of companies. Not specifically this one, but many like it. Is there something that is making these pop like that, or is it just that people are gravitating towards that because they're running away from your other stocks there? You think they're just gravitating towards biopharma?
I think they're gravitating towards biopharma because it's usually one of the safer plays as far as stocks go and what the company is involved with. I mean, cancer research is big business, and people want to have some kind of idea that research is being done for these cells that basically disturb your whole system, I guess you could say.
The big mutant cells, yeah.
Yeah.
Going on to this pipeline, if you gentlemen can see this, they're pretty far on their phases, and they're about ready in one of them to go into phase 3. That's kind of interesting to me. That's the melanoma, which is probably one of the most common forms of the skin cancer right there that affects tons of people, because a lot of people get way too much exposure to the sun. Obviously not now with your atmospheric river you're having, so grab your raincoat and enjoy your warm 4th of July unless you're further north. But they're in phase 2 Looks like they're on the cusp of phase 3. That's huge in itself. Also, esophageal and sarcoma, they're in phase 2 as well, but they're further in melanoma, which is freaking huge. The oncology thing is APX 601 oncology and APX 801 oncology. You got your NK cell engager and your TFR2. Does that get you guys kind of excited about that, seeing that?
Yeah, I'd say that's a good sign for this company. I mean, definitely the approachment of phase 2 to phase 3 is kind of a leap for them, but it's one of those things where it is possible that they are going to get approved for this for this therapy, for these treatments.
And I think the shorters are gravitating towards that just because they know they can ride these waves in the news as soon as they pop and pop and pop to the different phases. So I think you're going to see your shorters there. Over in your right-hand part of your screen, you do see Norviritis, the wet AMD DME. That's got the approval right there past the phase 3. So they've already hit that. So they have a track record. They're looks like out licensed for ovarian cancer, ocular cancer, and the dry eye and the oncology as well. So that's some crazy things there. Going on to stock twits, because that's where the real traders are at. Kage, what do you have on the twits?
Here's a take from Velvet Antlers. He's actually got two comments here that I think go hand in hand. He says APGN 95.03 M in actual volume per E-Trade, but Fintel doesn't track NASDAQ for one. So wild guess where those missing shares traded. Something tells me this is about to change. Here's another take from Team Bullish. He says, APGN, intraday high of $2.41 and a low of 1.33 with 95 million shares exchanged for the day, down negative 5.56% in the after hours, closing at $1.70. Momentum indicator $1.85.
Seen a lot of promos on this, aren't you?
I think there's a lot of bulls for this stock. I've seen a lot of promos. I haven't seen any bears for this one as of yet.
Kage, I'm seeing a lot of promos on here too. Are you?
Well, yes, that is a thing that you have to be careful of when you have promotions for stocks like these.
And if you're new to trading, you obviously need to go to paper trading and open up a practice account and not jump into this stuff, because if you need to enroll into like a Ricky Gutierrez class, learn time profit and learn how to trade and things like that, you can do that. And he has free classes on that. Did you read Premium Pusher here?
Premium Pusher? Let me see.
Yeah.
Where's his
small craps are fun to play with right until the big dogs take another dip below the all-time low on the shorts. Yeah, I think that's the problem with these, is that the shorters are now seeing they're going to roll to the biopharmaceuticals. But Kilo Mike 89.93, unless he's playing around, he says hold. There's tons of stuff in the hopper. He's not that far off. Would you say that? I know people are going after him and saying or talking smack, but he's not that far off. Do you think he's that far off?
Not too far off. I mean, you have to take these traders with understanding that they are in competition with you for their gains or for the betting against the market. So as far as what I can call, here's a take from Critical. We love his takes, and he's a Plus member on Stock Twits, and he was once called Vertical, and he always brings his receipts. He says APGN trended pre-market and held up intraday, had some spikes but always came down afterwards, but still on watch, guys. Ran plus 50.6% after we mentioned it. And that was 2:34 p.m. today.
It looks like CR Carter 12 says he thinks this is going to be back under $1 within a week. He's calling it bearish. Do you think maybe he's just projecting that the shorts are going to come in and Friday it's going to be a dump Friday again? Because I know Mr. Hogg, if Hogg's still with us, if his internet connection didn't get taken out, Hogg likes to load up on Friday. Is that true, Hogg? Is Hogg here? Do you see him?
Yeah, on Friday to buy in on stocks.
Friday's Hogg. So if people don't know about Hogg, I'll be a little sneaky myself. I just wait for the shorters to drop out on Friday, and then me and Hogg like to gobble up the cheap stuff on Friday. So if you're gonna leave your cheap crap around, me and Hogg will be at your garage sale to pick up your cheap short stuff, whatever you guys are shorting. So just to give you a heads up. So don't leave any of your short crap around. So especially Hogg,
that is a strategy to do. I mean, it's one of those things where it can actually.
But I'm going to be honest on the show. I'm going to be honest on the show. I'm not going to tell you what to do with this, to take or bake or steak or do whatever. You do what you want with it. I don't own stock in this company or anything, but I'm not going to tell you which way or another. I'm just saying it doesn't look bad for what they have. So I'll just say that right now, because they call me Honest Eddie, which I have nothing to hide or anything. So there you go. What else do you have to add on this?
I think, actually, let's see. How about this one from, let's see, Trade the Trend times 10. He says, look at that chart. $38 cash per share, 42% increase in revenue. One of the best small floats out there in terms of cash/fundamentals for APGN for this one. And he's got his little thing in the comments.
Yep. Carter is back again with another hot one. Now, some people on the twits, on all the twit boards, they will say that some of these guys are a setup, which I am not a setup myself. I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing, or I'm not going to tell you if something's bad or good or not, unless I find something really suspicious. But some people call some bulls crapper. They call them trap people, just to like, they're trying to trap them to get them to drop the cheap stuff. But he's saying this is a trap, and that a lot of bulls are full of crap, and says no stop losses. You can feel the free fall. So he says this is going down. But if it's going down, guys, why do we see all the stuff that's in the pipes? I mean, you got lots of stuff in the pipes. Like, what's the evidence that it is going to go down? I mean, obviously we know short Friday it's going to go down. But what's the evidence that it's going to crap out more over time? Is maybe he thinks the economy and things like that, or what if they come with some breakthroughs or some heavy hit stuff? Obviously, it's being pumped this week because it's showing up everywhere. I agree with this other take, Neuroplad. Do you think this week's a pump up week right now? Anybody can.
I think it's a pump up for this week. I don't know if that's going to hold for the rest of the days coming up, or if it's going to hold for this coming week. But it definitely seems like it's being pumped. But you do what you want with the stock. I'm not going to give you advice on what to trade or how you should do your strategy. It's just you need to know what you're getting into and be prepared to take calculated risks. That's all.
You can plan on. I'm not being Nostradamus of stocks or anything, but I can almost tell you that I will be on the board putting up my salute your shorts flag again, which I do every single week, because the shorts go and put it up there, make me put it up there actually. So I'm done talking about this one. We're going to go to the next, and we'll see you in 2 and 2. Peace. Okay, guys, the next stock we have is BBBY, Bed Bath & Beyond. Last tick was $1.67. Well, it was up in August in 2022, and it was up during the pandemic, almost up to $30. And then something bad happened. I wonder what that was, guys. It's kind of weird. Any speculation why it went down?
I'm reading how some people sold out on this one for today and said it was risky, and hope you chose the right right decision.
Going into what would you say they do here? We should already know that. If you haven't if you've been hiding under a rock somewhere, you don't know where what they've been doing. They engage in the operation of retail stores, retail domestic merchandise, and home furnishings. It includes domestic merchandise and home furnishings such as bed, liners, related items, bath items, kitchen textiles, kitchen and tabletop items, fine table, basic housewares, furnishings, consumables. The company is founded by Warren Eisenberg and Leonard Feinstein, 1971, is headquartered in the People's Republic of Union, New Jersey. Now, do you think it's not because people stopped getting married why this went down? Guys, do you have any speculation on your half why it went down and what's been happening with the retail markets lately?
I think it could be just due to the current man in office and with the policies that he's implemented. A lot of these stocks and just how he's been handling money in general.
A lot of people still under a rock still like to frankly blame COVID for this, but I see a lot of people out shopping, and I don't think it's the decline of the merit of weddings there, like I said, because a lot of people go there to do their wedding lists and things like that. What's your going on to stock twits, because that's where the real traders are at. Kage, what do you have on the twits?
How about this one from Short Dog? He says, BBBY, sold my position this morning and went against my better judgment and bought back in before the bell. I hope I don't regret it. And that was 25 minutes ago, I think, for this stock.
Money Gains has the problem with old me is that I bought into the hype and have no safety blanket, safety measure to help. I don't play earnings anymore unless it's a hyped earnings. The only hype play is possibly playing is Mullen. And Mullen is at a low price. I'm not going to say to go tag it out, but it is an interesting price. I would have to agree. And there is some speculation of some government cheese going there. And there's supposed to be Ford and GM speculation there as well, but it's all speculatory as far as what I heard on the last takes on the boards. What else do you have on the twits?
How about this one from Blank Man versus Mynilly? He says, BBBY, Bears, you mean to tell me you tried to short this to $1, but instead end up coming up short multiple dollars? Sounds like a crackhead move to me, sir and ma'am. He says bullish for this stock.
I've got two takes that are interesting here. I've got SBC 7731 says trash mines and trash and this shit is related to each other. Both will be delisted soon. No more pump and dump frauds for individual investors. I would believe that this is being pumped up because, like I said, I'm last time I went to Bed Bath and Beyond stores, I've seen an empty or there's closed signs and they're just not there anymore. So. What else? That's the when I saw this trending, I was just like, you got to be kidding me here. There's got to be some kind of pump thing, don't you think?
Yeah, actually, this next comment I have actually addresses just that. He says, "This is from Happy."
Do I get to sing the song?
Sing the song. All right.
Yeah, pump up the jam, pump it up a little more. Won't you do it? Oh, why can't you say? Get the shorts out of the stock now. Yeah, that's the pump up the gem song. I just changed the words really badly.
Oh.
So Hog didn't join me on that one.
All right.
He's got lemon. He's got lemon. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, well, anyway, here's the take that I was going to read. It actually addresses that issue. He says, Pappy K, BBY, the pumpers will find an RNC somewhere in their earnings report, and they will immediately say it means RC is buying the company. Just watch and count how many RC conspiracies come out of their ER.
If anybody can fact check me on research, wasn't there someone affiliated with this company that did a swan dive off a building? How can you fact check me on that one? Is that another company or is that this guy? This company.
That did a swan dive off a building?
Yeah.
I don't know if he's the same guy, but...
Can you fact check me on that and use your Google machine, or one of you guys can do that while I read this comment real quick? I'm just curious if that was the same one. So So going on to this one, why they're fact checking me, I don't know if it's true. I'm going to go look. I'm just speculating here, but I thought I heard something like that. Maybe it was a different company. Ryan, mine college guy, both jail time soon. Scam and fraud, pump and dump scam because one guy killed himself. I was right, actually. Lots of people average in 12. Ryan's scam strategy is a pump and dump, later dump for the game. So I don't even think you guys have to do that. If you guys want to bring the article up, you can, but we kind of know what happens when I said swan dive. So, Bears, you told me you try to short this for $1 instead, up and coming multiple times. So,
I said that one. I said that one.
Yeah. So, I say the Judge Brown dude case is closed on that one. I don't think we have to add any more to this. We didn't go to the website because if you don't know what Bed Bath & Beyond is, then I don't know what to tell you. It's kind of like if we have to cover Amazon and it's popping, and I'm going to tell you what Amazon does. But I will say for me on this one, I'm not even putting this on a watch list. This is a hard pass for me, period. I'll just leave it at that. And you guys control me all you want. I don't care. Because I'm staying away from this type of retail because the chickens are definitely coming home to roost, and we know they're coming home to roost. We've made videos. We have the numbers showing what's going to happen. So that it is what it is on my take. I'm out just for my take. Anything you guys got to add on your end?
No. I think it's going to be a hard week for this company. Is my take.
And do you think we're gonna see salute your shorts again, guys, on this?
Probably.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably have to put the flag up on the thing there again, on the boards there again. So we're gonna go on to the next, unless Hog has anything to add. Hog, I guess you didn't have to fact check me. Sorry, man.
No, dude, I'm just about to blow up my house on accident. I'm turning on this burner, dude.
What were you doing? Playing the game kill your parents and burn the house or something?
Dude, this is freaking me out now, man. I thought I had the burner on this whole time.
If Hog isn't with us tomorrow, we will definitely will be knowing that he's doing cleanup on aisle 5. The next stock we have is GMVD, G Medical Innovations Holdings Ltd. Last tick was $3.83. Going to the charts, well, they don't look legit yet. The start and resistance starting to pop up, but people could work hard or they might as well quit. And if you want to know who sings that, we'll go look it up. Okay, so G Medical Innovations engages in the development of mobile and e-health solutions, monitoring services platforms. It operates through the following segment products: patient services, COVID-19 testing. How is your health with Big Hero? He will come up to you and say, is your care sufficient? No, that's actually not what they do. I was just kidding. The product segment includes the development and manufacture of marketing of telephonic, wireless diagnostic equipment and medical industry consumer market. The company is founded in August 2014 and is headquartered in Georgetown, Cayman Islands. Okay, so going on to StockTwits, because that's where the real traders are at. There is no news about this. It's all old. The website is Toast My Ghost. It is not showing up. I've got nothing. If you go on to the complete collection, you can get some girl's autograph. I don't know who that is, but someone can fill us in on the eBay thing. It's the autographed picture of somebody on there, and I think Tiger's on there too in a jail uniform. You got what's his name throwing out fun coupons there. That's Superman 954 says, yeah, better go to $15 tomorrow. I'm getting the FBI involved, and he's throwing out fun coupons there. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that one. He also has another comment. He says, so I basically got robbed out of $115 today. I'm holding to get it back. That's grocery money. WTF, laugh my A off. Nope, I need that money back.
We got Chipman Man 13, not to be confused with another Chipman that people know, person be named later, announced preliminary unaudited results of the fourth quarter of full 2022. The unaudited revenue for the fourth quarter full year was anticipated approximately be $2.3 million. Okay, so that's a start there. What do you got, Kage?
How about this one from BNG? He says, GMVD, you expect people to understand that chart. I just had a seizure looking at it. And he's responding to a comment from Wall Street Buy Dip.
Yeah, hope Wall Street buy dip. Hopefully he's not referring to Kramer, because if referring to Kramer, they're too busy calling everybody insurrectionists and things like that. They're too throwing that around, man. Every time they got to do something, Kramer's like, oh, dude, you got to do this. You got to use the government to do this and this. Dude, shut up and talk about freaking money. Don't talk about stupid stuff like that. I mean, come on, man. Get over it. Let's see. Did you see this thing about, you talked about Superman wanting his pizza money back?
I think I saw something like that, but I don't really get why he needs that much money for pizza.
Yeah, seriously. That's interesting there. What else you got there, Kage?
How about this one from Goose Chi? He said this is a bearish take. He says GMVD. Love those that say no shares to short. It's like needs shares like us from a broker that restricts shorting. This POS probably will run a little more if they don't dilute it in its neck tomorrow. 13 million shares traded, and if they can run it a bit more, they can short it more to drop it under $1. Then Jacob can file BK or change the name of this company to something new. What a hard life these people have. They have a shell company and make money by pumping and living off that for their whole life. And where is SEC? No SEC for them.
Yep, pisses me off, man. It sucks really bad that it has to come to this, man. Feel bad for some of the people if they got caught in the bag. GMVD, guys, rule of thumb. If the company is Israeli, don't touch it with a 10-foot pole. If the company's Chinese, don't even think about it. Dude, that's one thing that I've been saying for the longest time. I've seen some of those companies covered, guys, and those things are volatile. You could go through $10 really quick in one share really fast where the volume just goes like that, and you're just like, your host. Yeah, I've told people that, learn from that experience, like 10 years ago trading. Do not do that. He also says don't trade Canadian exchanges. There's no volume or anything. So actually that B_ENJ possibly might have one of the best takes of the night for me. Expect more people under this chart. I would have liked to go to the website, guys, just to give you a heads up. And some of you might be going, well, why didn't you go to the website? Well, I tried to go to it, and they didn't pay the bills because it says page doesn't respond. So that's another red flag for the company. Wouldn't you say on that? I think they're working overtime on the hamsters there, Hog?
I just think I think they're in the process of trying to change the name again so that they can have all that money and not necessarily have any of the downturn, I think.
Wall Street buy dip says, I never chase the stock already ran. My trading is to perfect dip reversal. He did this for Mullen, he says, when the algos hit 5% heaviness. Yeah, that MULN was like 14 and change now. Now it's like in the freaking, that thing just took a dive from the shorts. The shorts just shorted the hell out of that one. This shows previous plays, how I did. That's awesome. He's got a screenshot. So he brought his receipts. That's great. That's a good take too. Do you got anything more to add on this? Because we really don't have any info to cover. I mean, the takes are good, but we don't want to go through all the takes. You got anything else to add on this before? Because there's nothing really to move on anything else on this without a site.
I don't really have anything that would really be relevant. I've been looking through some of these, and I'm just not exactly all too keen on some of them. Or here's one from Brian Bott. He says, GMVD, before I started trading stocks, I thought most companies made things that made them money, and their stock price reflected how much money they made. Now, that idea seems childlike. A CEO lending his own company $1 million and flogging his 500,000 shares he got back while pumping it up seems normal now. And being able to report it after the fact, making it legal is also very common these days. Are too strange to tell people who are not traders, and yet we shake off these POS stock and move on. We earn every dollar we make. Bullish.
Yeah, I think we have to call this one another one is a pump up the jam, pump it up a little more. Won't you do it? Oh, why can't you say, get your booty off the stock now, make my day. No, okay, that was horrible, but you get the point. It's a pump up the jam one. Anything else to add, gentlemen, before we get out of here?
I think we're good. I think we're good with this one. We gave it a fair shake. We did bears and bulls both. So,
stay safe and watch your wallet and don't make it a dog show. And good night now.
Good night,
dude. I just found my phone.
Oh, dude.